Hello everyone. Today we are talking about the exercise 5.1 of class 9 ICSE. The question is solve the following system of simultaneous linear equation by the substitution method. In our theory we have already told that there are three methods. One is substitution, one is equating the coefficient, and third is by matrix. So if in case we talk about the first one, that is substitution method, that means we have to put the value of x or y or one variable into the another variable. As we know, in the first equation it is given x plus y is equal to 14, and in the second equation it is given x minus y is equal to 4. If I visualize the second equation properly, I can write x is equal to y plus 4. From the second equation I can put x is equal to y plus 4, because if we take this negative y on the right hand side, it becomes positive. It means the value of x is y plus 4. If I put this value of x in the first equation, the equation will become y plus 4 plus y, because this x in the first equation will be substituted with y plus 4, which is there in the second equation, plus y is equals to 14. When we solve it, it comes out to be 2y is equals to 14 minus 4, that is 10, and the value of y becomes 10 upon 2, and that is 5. So this way the value of y has come out to be 5, and if I put the value of y in any of the equation, whether in first or second, we can get the value of x. So the value of x will come out to be x plus y is 14, that means x is equal to 14 minus y. X is equal to 14 minus y. We already know the value of y is 5. If I put the value of 5 here, so 14 minus 5 is 9. So the value of x comes out to be 9. Same way, if we look at the second part of question number 1, from the first equation we can say the value of s will become t plus 3. If minus t will go on the right hand side, it will become plus t. So the value of x from the first equation will become t plus 3. If I put the value of s in the second equation, it is t plus 3 upon 3 minus t upon 2 comes out to be 6. Now we have to solve this equation where there is only one variable. When I take the LCM of 3 and 2, it is 6. So it is 2t plus 6 minus 3t is equals to 6. When we cross multiply, it becomes 36, and the value becomes minus t plus 6. So when this 6 will go on the right hand side, it will be 36 minus 6 is equals to minus t, and t will become minus 30. So we have understood the value of t as minus 30, and if we put the value of t into this equation, so the value of s, so putting the value in the first equation, s will come out to be minus 27. So these are the two values which we have solved by substitution method. Again, if we talk about third part of question number 1, from the first equation, it is clear that 2x is equals to 9 minus 3y. This 3y going on the right hand side becomes negative, and the value of x becomes 9 minus 3y upon 2. Now, we have to substitute this value of x in the second equation. Keep one thing in mind, that if in case we are finding the value of x from the first equation, we substitute it in second. If we find the value of x from the second equation, we substitute it in the first one. So this becomes 3 multiplied by 9 minus 3y upon 2 plus 4y is equals to 5. When we further solve it, 2 will come out to be the LCM. So 27 minus 9y plus 8y comes out to be 5. Further solve it, this 2 multiplied by 5 becomes 10. 10 is equals to 27 minus y. So the value of y comes out to be 17 by solving this equation. If the value of y is 17, we put the value of y here. 17 into 3 becomes 51. So this is x is equals to 9 minus 3 into 51 upon 2. And further solve it, so it is 3 into 17, which is minus 51. So 9 minus 51 will become minus 42 upon 2. The value comes out to be minus 21. So this way we can substitute the value of either x or y from one equation to another equation. Suppose in this case we are talking about the value of x from the first equation comes out to be 5y plus 4 on the right hand side upon 3. So this is the value of x from the first equation. When we put this value in the second equation, it is 9 multiplied by 5y plus 4 upon 3 minus 2y comes out to be 7. This can be cancelled out. It is 15y plus 12 minus 2y is equals to 7. So in overall it is comes out to be 13y, 15y minus 2y comes out to be 13y. So 13y is equals to minus 5 and the value of y becomes minus 5 upon 13. And when I put the value of y in any of the equation, we can get the value of x. So this way we can substitute one value into the another equation. Again, if we look at the question number 2 part 1, from the first equation we can already say that the value of a will become 5 minus 3b. And this value we substitute in the second equation. When a is there, we are writing 5 minus 3b minus 8b is equals to 6. So this is 35 minus 21b minus ab is equals to 6 minus 29b will become 6 minus 35 which is equals to minus 29. Cancel it out, same, b comes out to be 1. And when we put the value of b as 1 in any of the equation, either in the first equation or in the second equation, in both the equation put in the value of b, we will get the same value of a. We already know a is equals to 5 minus 3b, which we have already derived. So b, the value of b is 1, so the value of a comes out to be 2. So this way we can solve the question based on this. If we look at the second part of question number 2, from the second equation. Now, because here there is a term x, it is easy to put the value of x from the second equation to the first equation. So from the second equation we can say the value of x is 12y plus 20. If we put it in the first equation, then 5 multiplied by x, and x is 12y plus 20 plus 4y minus 4 is equals to 0. So this comes out to be 60y plus 100 plus 4y minus 4 is equals to 0. So 64y is equals to, or 64y plus 96 comes out to be 0. So 64y is equals to minus 96, or y, the value of y is minus 96 upon 64. If we cancel it out, it comes out to be 3 upon 2. As we know, we get the value of y as minus 3 upon 2. The value of x is already 12y plus 20. When we put the value of y as minus 3 upon 2 multiplied by 12 plus 20. So this comes out to be minus 18 plus 20, which is equals to 2. So the value of x comes out to be 2 in the second part of question number 2. In the next class we will talk about question number 3 onwards, and this basic phenomena is already given in our theory on linear equations that you can see. If still you have any problems, you can email us, contact us, or you can also call us.